This video is titled, An Open Mind and a Secret of the Yin Yang Symbol. The theme of this video is that it is easier to learn the secrets of life with an open mind. The secrets of life can be learned from any source, but many times they will come from another human being. An open-minded person will be accepting of a wide variety of people, which means the open-minded person is exposed to a large number of sources that they might learn a secret of life from. An open-minded person will also be more likely to accept information regardless of how it is presented. For example, if a secret of life was presented to an open-minded person in an objectionable way, the open-minded person could look past whatever was objectionable and learn the secret of life. A closed-minded person will have a harder time learning the secrets of life. A closed-minded person closes themselves off from people, which limits the number of sources they might learn a secret of life from. A closed-minded person also closes themselves off to information presented in certain ways. For instance, if a secret of life was presented to a closed-minded person in an objectionable way, their mind would close up because of the objectionable way the secret of life was presented, and they would not learn the secret of life. This video will present an example of people who did not learn a secret of life because their minds were closed to the person delivering the secret of life, and because their minds were closed to the way the secret of life was being presented. Kung Fu is the name for fighting styles developed in China. The symbol shown in this picture is called the Yin Yang symbol. The Yin Yang symbol is strongly connected to the practice of Chinese Kung Fu. The Yin Yang symbol is more than just a symbol, though. The Yin Yang symbol is said to be a visual representation of the concepts of yin and yang. There are also what might be termed secret meanings of the Yin Yang symbol. The secret meanings of the Yin Yang symbol are traditionally not openly talked about, and they are so profound that some people might consider them to be secrets of life. Once upon a time, an individual went to an internet forum devoted to the subject of Kung Fu and told the people there that he would tell them one of the secret meanings of the Yin Yang symbol. The individual stated he liked to have fun learning, so he was going to make a game out of teaching the secret of the Yin Yang symbol. The game began with the posting of this picture of a chicken leg. The individual claimed that a clever person could use the picture of the chicken leg to figure out one of the secret meanings of the Yin Yang symbol. The minds of the people at the Kung Fu forums were closed to learning in a fun way. They did not believe there was any kind of connection between a chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol. They told the individual he was posting nonsense, and they demanded that the individual describe the secret of the Yin Yang symbol right now in a serious and factual way. One of the closed-minded people at the forums was so unhappy, he complained to the administrator of the forums that the individual was posting nonsense. The admin entered the conversation and told the individual that people were complaining about him and asked the individual to please stop posting nonsense. The individual was stunned. The admin of the Kung Fu forums, a person in a position that seems like it would require having an open mind, had just said that the picture about the secret of the Yin Yang symbol was nonsense. The admin of the Kung Fu forum seemed to be just as close-minded as the inhabitants of the forum were. Because the individual did not want to believe that the admin was close-minded, the individual decided to give the admin a second chance by testing him to see if he really was close-minded. The test could also provide a lesson on open and close-mindedness to the close-minded people in the forum. The individual assured the admin that there was a connection between the picture of the chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol, and that the connection would be fully explained the next day. The individual was not going to post the explanation immediately because he wanted to test the admin to see if he was open-minded to being publicly ridiculed, in the same way the admin had publicly ridiculed the individual when the admin had publicly asked the individual to stop posting nonsense. The individual stated that because the admin did not know the connection between the chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol, he obviously didn't know much about Kung Fu. That was a provocative statement to make to a person in charge of a forum devoted to Kung Fu, in front of all of the people at the forum. The individual told the admin that if he was an open-minded person, he could ignore the provocative statement made by the individual and continue to interact with the individual so he could learn about the connection between a chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol, like the open-minded individual was ignoring the provocative statement made by the admin and continuing to deal with the admin. The individual then said that if the admin was a close-minded person, his closed mind would react by banning the individual from the forum. The individual reminded the admin that if he was closed-minded, and he gave in to the demands of his closed mind and banned the individual from the forum, the individual would be unable to post the connection between a chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol the next day. If the admin had a closed mind and gave in to its demands by banning the individual, the admin would never learn about the connection between a chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol. When the individual returned to the Kung Fu forum the next day, he discovered he had been banned. The admin was a close-minded person who would rather close himself off to a person who had made provocative statements to him than learn one of the secret meanings of the Yin Yang symbol. The admin never did learn what the connection between a chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol is. Now that the example of how a close-minded person will usually have a harder time learning the secrets of life has been concluded, the remainder of this video will present the secret of the Yin Yang symbol that the individual was trying to give to the people at that Kung Fu forum. Here is the picture of the chicken leg that was used to begin the original game. The individual claimed that the picture of the chicken leg could help a person figure out a secret of the Yin Yang symbol. The logical first thing to do would be to look at the chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol together. Now that the chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol are together in front of you, do you see any kind of connection between the chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol? Most people will not see any connection, and they would want or need more hints. This is where the game playing would begin. The game would consist of further hints being provided over the course of days or weeks in a friendly and fun manner to help people figure out the connection between a chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol. Since this is a video, there can be no back and forth between the video creator and the viewer of this video. Therefore, the days and weeks worth of hints that would be provided as part of the game will be presented next in one big group. Please examine the following hints while wondering how they might help you figure out the connection between a chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol. Here is a picture of a deer, then a picture of a bear, a picture of an antelope, a picture of a wolf, a picture of a coyote, a picture of a llama, a picture of a polar bear, a picture of a zebra, a picture of a buffalo, and a picture of a kangaroo, then a picture of a raccoon, a picture of a pig, a picture of a lamb, a picture of a kudu, a picture of a horse, a picture of an alpaca, a picture of a lemur, a picture of a giraffe, a picture of an elk, and a picture of a donkey. Did you figure out what the connection between a chicken leg and the Yin Yang symbol is? If not, this video is not going to tell you, because that would not be good for you. Instead, a final hint will be provided that should keep you thinking about this subject for some time. Here is a picture of two chicken legs and the Yin Yang symbol. Do you see the similarity? What if the chicken legs are flipped and rotated? Does that help you see anything? How about if some drawing is done to the picture? Do you really think the similarity you see in this picture is an accident? I can assure you that it is not.